I'm Jenny. I'm a 99 alum.
And Kevin Robinson.
What are you?
2001?
2001 alumni. We're just going to have a little chat about life.
My life has always taken roller coasters. I never thought when I was in 9th grade that I'd be writing a play in 12th grade. That I would be performing it at Bowdoin College. It was always very, very different from the way I envisioned it. When I left Philadelphia, I still remember the day in the fall of my freshman year when I had got a phone call. I was like winning an award or something like that. And I think it was Amy, and she said, "Congratulations, Kevin Robinson, you were selected as one of the playwright winners." And I was so excited because that year was the first time I ever wrote a play, and was introduced to the theater. So I was very surprised that I was one of the winners, because I was like, out of all people, they picked me. So I was very excited. It really challenged me to think very creatively and openly about my community and what voices weren't being heard. I think that's one of the skills that you develop when you go through the Young Playwright experience, is that it requires you to just slow down, think creatively, and primarily improve your critical thinking skills. And I think that is a skill that is required in every facet of life. And I think it's transferable. Writing skills are transferable. Communication skills are transferable. Critical thinking skills are transferable. And these are things that one student takes away from here. I took that experience to Wall Street, and interacting with people from different backgrounds, I felt really comfortable because I already had the experience as a young person. Going to university high school, which was predominantly black, this experience with the Young Playwrights actually supplement my education in terms of cultural education, which I think is very important for young students nowadays.
Just the ability to, have an opportunity where people engage with your mind and your ideas and validate your thoughts through your play, but also through that whole process of working on a play. I definitely think for me, totally upped my confidence levels in general across the board. And it's part of the reason why I'm back at Young Playwrights, because I really love to see that opportunity for a number of young people and artists to be able to expand themselves in similar ways.
The organization taught me how to communicate with people from different backgrounds and feel very at ease. Don't be afraid of being vulnerable, especially a young African American man, because certain parts of society would tell you that to express yourself in a sensitive way or a very thoughtful way is a sign of weakness. But I would counter that argument by saying being vulnerable is the way to become a better person. Because I think that in being vulnerable, you have to be willing to say, look, I have a weakness, I have a strength, I need help here, I can't do it on my own, I'm having issues there and here, and willing to take the next step to open up and to explore different areas as opposed to being reclusive. And I think that is really important in order to grow. So that's what I would tell that kid in 12th grade. Look, you have to be willing to be vulnerable in order to be successful. And I would tell that young person, you have to do, in order to do things that you have never done, you have to become someone that you have never been. So be willing to take risks.
And you learn that through the often very challenging and vulnerable process of writing a play and going through production, but it's definitely been applicable in all areas of life.
Yes.
That's really good advice.
So that's what I would tell you. Want to use it to talk about violence, or talk about the arts, or talk about monsters and cookies. Just think very creatively about life as opposed to always being in a rush. And I think that is what the organization does for people on a daily basis. And I think that alumni, what we can do, I do personally, is contribute financially so that an organization like this may be able to continue to thrive. That's the business we're in.
Yeah.
Inspiring and educating citizens of the world.
Thank you, Kevin.
You're very
Thanks for
welcome.
coming in and chatting with us today about your experiences and sort of giving a little bit of insight, especially if you're a current student right now, what you can grow up to be.
Oh, she's very kind.
Just telling the truth.
Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you.
It was a pleasure.